Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I wanted to share something that was just reported by KCBY News. They wrote, quote, a media outlet linked to the terrorist group ISIS released a poster Thursday which appeared to threaten a direct attack on Washington, D.C. So this is the poster, which you're seeing on your screen right here in this news article. And this is what they were referring to. It's missing some of the text, though. The original poster contained the words, "You are next." So for those listening on the podcast, the poster shows part of a man's hand and arm. He's facing away from the camera. He's wearing military gear. He's holding a grenade in his hand, and he's facing the U.S. Capitol off in the distance. And then the Capitol has a bullseye on it. So this is similar to a poster that was shared by ISIS threatening to target the Olympics in Paris. Now, obviously, nothing happened in Paris, but here's my concern. This is something I've mentioned before, but it's been a while since I brought it up. The Capitol has now been exposed as a soft target. I mean, I guess we should thank Trump's terrorists for exposing the vulnerabilities of the Capitol, but if Trump loses again, will they attack again? Right? That is on everyone's mind. Everyone is assuming that, yeah, there's going to be violence, there's going to be some sort of upheaval if Trump loses again. Will they maybe attack a different government building or multiple government buildings? And consider how easy it would be for ISIS or another bad actor to infiltrate MAGA groups. That is one of the things that has pissed me off so much about how unprepared the police were on January 6th. They didn't know who any of those people were. And they were walking in with purses. They had backpacks. These people were wearing heavy coats and sweatshirts. Any one of those people who went into the Capitol on January 6th could have been a suicide bomber. They could have been carrying explosive devices that they could have planted in the building. They could have blown that entire building up. It would have been like a designated survivor type of scenario, for those of you who saw the show. And, now we know also from internal communications that have finally been released, we now know the Department of Defense was more concerned about optics that day. They didn't want it to look like they were using the military against their own citizens. I mean, first of all, if that had been BLM or if it was any other left-wing group attacking the Capitol on January 6th, they wouldn't have given a damn. They wouldn't have cared about optics. They would have come in with guns blazing. Primarily because Trump wouldn't have sat on his ass for over 3 hours and refused to do anything. He would have ordered the military to get in there. He would have immediately been on the phone. He would have told them, retake the Capitol, do whatever you need to do, use deadly force if you need to, or just for fun. And then second, just as with the Capitol Police, the military didn't know who was in that crowd, right? We avoided a country-altering event in spite of Trump and in spite of his administration and the military's failures and refusal to take the Capitol attack seriously that day. But what about the next time, right? Trump's terrorists are not exactly running background checks on people who claim to be patriots. And they're easily duped. They're easily fooled. We know that for a fact. Or they wouldn't have been at the Capitol to begin with, right? They fell for the election fraud fairy tales. We're also talking about people who think that anyone who's dressed in black is Antifa. So, I guess we have to hope and pray that the Capitol is now better protected, that they've, shored things up, and that our intelligence agencies have already considered all of this and this possibility. We don't know, though, right? I mean, our one saving grace at this point is that Democrats are in charge of the White House and the military at this point. That's it. That's what we have to hang our hats on. But, look at how it went last time. Like I said, anyone could have walked into that building, wearing a MAGA hat, carrying a Trump flag, and set bombs throughout that building, set explosives everywhere. And what would be the fallout of that? It's insane. As we now know, the vice president was still there. A lot of members of Congress were still there hiding. All of their staff was still there hiding. We avoided the biggest tragedy on U.S. soil by, the skin of our teeth, by luck. But they were all watching. All of these people were watching that, and they now know that look at how easy it is. All I have to do is put on a Trump won t-shirt or, stop the steal or save the children or any other BS and pretend to be one of Trump's supporters, mingle in with the group, walk in with them, and in some cases you had cops high-fiving people. Now, again, some of them were doing it just out of self-preservation, but we know that there were some cops in that building and on the grounds that day that were sympathizers. We know that for a fact because we've had at least one of them who was indicted. So anyway, that's something that'll keep you up tonight. Oh, I hope not, but it is a concern. It's a huge concern, and it's very real. So anyway, guys, if I hear any more, I'll let you know. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe if you have not. If you can donate, truly appreciate it. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.